Greetings, 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 you wild weirdos and weirdettes. It is Ron. That is Joe.
What is going
And
on?
Brandon is lost in ether somewhere out there beyond the rainbow. We don't know what's going on, but boy, oh boy, this is the night you all have been waiting for. Let's get the room packed. It's already starting to pack up, isn't it, Joe?
It
We got a lot of
definitely
people.
is. So I'm going to go ahead and start rounding out
Yep.
who we got.
Get everybody in
Oh,
here.
what? What the what?
Get everybody in here.
Bam!
Nancy, right off the
Gate.
bat. Okay, so here's the you're going to get like some reused Sky Daddy blessings tonight because all of the time that I had went into getting the website ready to go for you guys so you can get your tickets for the TNT area paranormal high strangeness workshop. Plus, there's a real cool little animation that's going to announce all that we're going to put up there later on in the show. You're not going to know when, but we will make sure that everybody's here and has a fair chance at it. And we'll explain how it all works before we launch. That way, everyone understands the rules and everything's good.
That's right, guys. So out here hanging out in the room, we've got the Deuster hanging out. What's going on? Spooky Appalachia.
Smash that like, just like these guys said. Like, share, like, get it out there.
Amber's Para World is in the house. What's going on, Amber? How are you? Nancy White, obviously, she's kicking the doors down with the first donation of the night. You're awesome. We appreciate you, Nancy.
Yes.
Larry Hose, Finding the Trackway. Spooky says, is Joe still mad? Joe is perpetually mad.
It's just his brows, man. It's just the brows. He's got angry brows.
I have the.
It's like a Klingon. It's like a Klingon.
Klingon.
It's a Klingon brows.
What the old horror guy that was always
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. Yeah, I've got the Vincent Price eyebrows. It's just yeah. Then we got Teresa. Teresa's Haunted History of the Tri-State hanging out with us. What's going on? Guys, speaking of Teresa, if you are in the West Virginia area, specifically the Charleston metro area, she has a pup that needs a home. It was a stray that showed up, and she's already got a dog, and this is another big old dog. He's a really lovable looking pooch, by the way. So if you're in the market for a dog and you'd love to adopt one, I know one where you could find it. Get a hold of Teresa. Fish Belly's in the house. Julie Bud.
Fish Belly. Julie.
We've got Lisa Beard.
Lisa.
And Ada's in the house. What's going on, Ada?
Ada.
Oh, and Terry McCullough.
Terry.
What's going on? Welcome. Chris Coots.
Christopher.
Octopus with lots of friends.
Octo.
What's going on?
Yo.
Then Ashley Hilt's in the house. What's going on?
Made it on time.
I know, guys. Go check out yesterday's replay of On Wednesday We Talk Weird. It's a great show. Go check it out.
Check it out on Thursday or Friday. It's like time travel.
Right?
Yeah.
James Nelson, good evening. L.W. Marshall's in the house. What is up, my
blessings? More blessings.
Ada Cox. We have summoned the cult leader himself. Adam is in the house.
Sky Jellies. Okay, guys, we love your donations. Honest to goodness, we do. And we appreciate every single one. But here's the deal. Save it because you're going to have to get tickets later. Okay? We don't want you to miss out on this. This is going to be fun. But it is affordable. It is more than affordable. So you're going to love it for what it's really stupid what you're going to get. For
Brandy, what's going on?
Brandy.
All right, I think that catches us up. I believe.
All right.
There's one I missed.
Uh-oh.
Boone Fullwood.
Boone's here.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Boone. Everyone, wave at Boone. See, they're waving at you, Boone. You just don't see them, but we do.
All right, guys. Okay. Back to finish my Instagram post now, so that way.
Yeah, go finish that. So everybody knows what's going on, where we're at, what's happening out there. So, someone had suggested that we cover.
There's this was the most requested live. There was multiple requested.
Yeah. that we cover the Moon-Eyed people. And I think we skimmed over it like years ago, if I remember
Yes.
right. I mean, it was like, you know,
It
second
was
season or something.
It was part of an episode that we did that was Native American lore.
Okay.
And so it was just, we briefly skimmed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been so long ago, I don't even remember it, if that tells you anything, right?
Yeah, it was season 1.
Oh yeah, it's forever then. So we're gonna go back into that, and we're gonna go into it a little bit more in depth. And it doesn't really, but it kind of plays into, hey Lana, howdy from Ohio. I'm back on the way to West Virginia. I like our weird side of the river. Oh, I like that. It's a wild and weird side.
Jen's in the house.
Jen's here.
And our favorite, the Men in Black.
There they are.
You can't have Wild and Weird Radio without
no? Hey, I got a story about the Men in Black for you. I was leaving work there, was it yesterday, and I swear to goodness, I looked over my shoulder as I was getting in the vehicle. There's this black little half SUV thing that comes plowing down the road. They stop at the stoplight. Actually, they stopped before the stoplight. Kind of slowed down behind me, and then they stopped at the stoplight. But I look over, and I swear to goodness, it's a quintessential Men in Black. He's got black suit. He's got the white undershirt. He's got the black tie. He's got the black hat. He's got the sunglasses on. I'm like, you're kidding me. You're just kidding me, right? But I sit there a little bit and just waited and see if he'd actually go at the light or if he was going to, be weird. But he went. It was just a dude, probably a banker. I don't know. I'm going to tell. I'm going to say it's a banker.
We're going to lean that route.
I'm going to go with banker on that. Yeah, but it was really cool. I started to get his autograph. Hey, can I take a picture with you just for the fun of it? Dude'd be like, what?
Deucer over here said, my eyesight must be going bad. I thought the notification said moon pie, people.
Oh, yum. I'm digging it. Hey, moon pies. How many? Right now, show of hands in the audience. Moon pies.
Moon pies. Moon
like
pies.
For real.
Moon pies.
Are they not the best in the microwave? How many of you have done?
Oh man, just a little bit. Yeah.
There you go.
Now we used to deep fry them too. Dip them in pancake batter and deep fry them. Oh,
they sell them like that at some events, actually.
Yep. I first had it at the state fair.
Yep.
West Virginia State Fair.
Yep. They sell them like that at events. Maybe one day we'll have an event where we can sell deep fried moon pies. I don't know. Right? It could happen. It's just like that.
Asher's Creations. Hello.
Asher's. Not to be.
This is another Asher's. We got two Ashers.
Other Asher. She's here too. So the
moon pies.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Amber. Yes, cooked.
Dee's
steaming.
in the house. What's going on, D?
Hey, D.
Trying to catch up over here.
What do we know about?
Men in Black says it was an international banker.
That's what I was thinking too, guys.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, yeah, he's probably spending some cryptid currency or something. I don't know.
Hey, Deuster, check it out, brother. L.W. Marshall's got your book ordered. Can't wait to read it.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Love it when people in the community support other people in the community.
Absolutely. If we don't, no one will. It's a fact. So the not moon pie people, the moon-eyed people. Greetings from not so warm St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, I feel so bad for you, Scott. St. Augustine.
Gosh. St. Augustine, one of my favorite cities in the entire
hands down.
U.S.
Hands down. Right. Clearwater. I've got some good friends that live down in Clearwater still, and we before kids we used to go visit them.
Right. I remember when you did that.
But yeah, it was. We got to get back in with that.
St.
Stitch Witch 51.
What a great name.
Hey everybody, how you doing? How you doing, Stitch Witch? Thanks for joining.
Awesome name.
James Thompson. I grew up in Chattanooga where they harvest moon pies. Nice.
They harvest moon pies. They have fields of moon pies out there. I hear that's awesome, dude. I bet there's a certain time of year when you can just that wind just brings that scent along, and you just sit out there and.
Asher's Creations. I'm going to make you a deal right now.
Really?
Says, I have never had a moon pie. Asher's Creations. If you go to this right here, send an email with your address to wildandweirdwv@gmail.com. I will send you a box of moon pies. I'm dead serious.
He'll do it too. Now, do you want the banana flavor, or do you want the traditional chocolate?
Oh, we got to go original. It's the OG.
Yeah. I don't like the banana flavor.
I don't either. Anytime,
like,
I'm not a huge fan of artificial banana.
Yeah,
I used to think as a kid that I didn't like bananas.
It's artificial banana.
But it's artificial banana that I don't like. Yep. I actually like bananas. Real banana I like, but artificial can't do it.
Yep.
But for real, Ashers,
right.
wildandweirdwv@gmail.com. Send us your address. I will send you a box of moon pies.
Yeah. Say, I want my moon pie. That's the subject. I want my
subject.
Moon pie. That's your subject. And it'll happen. Just so the moon-eyed people. What do we know?
It's Ashley Hilt's daughter.
Oh, it's perfect. It's even better. So which one, Ashley? You do want the traditional, right?
Oh, good grief.
You've already got her address.
That's great.
Yep. I will send it right over.
So the name should just be Asher's Creation rather than Asher's Creations.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Only intelligent beings like the banana moon pies.
Okay.
She says, oh, yeah, she's got to try the OG first.
Okay, yeah. All right, then. We'll make that happen.
Terry says it may be blasphemous, but I'm not a moon pie worshiper.
Absolutely. Well,
let me guess. You like Twinkies or what are those? The log ones, the sugar rolls or whatever they are, sweet rolls, something like that.
The Swiss rolls.
Swiss rolls.
Swiss rolls, which is a weird name because I always think of cheese.
Right.
Hey,
Nikki Bennett, how you doing?
Nikki.
Me and Judy love the bananas much better than the original. It's okay to be.
Oh, you know what, Chris? Humans.
I wonder if Sky Daddy eats moon pies. Sky Daddy probably eats all the pies.
We could probably make that happen. I'm sure I can make that happen. We can rain moon pies next time. So let's discuss a little bit.
Says Sky Daddy looks like he only eats vegan.
Well, there's vegan chocolate, so.
James Nelson, what's going on?
Nelson,
I'm gonna have to get you added into the roster here.
Yep, Adam. Yep. I'll get it.
Thank you.
Continue on.
James Nelson.
You got it?
Save.
You got it.
You're in the lineup now, brother.
There we go.
Thank you, James. Speaking of,
you didn't do it.
This show is brought to you by your executive producers, Adam Good, L.W. Marshall, Teresa's Haunted History of the Tri-State, Larry Hose, Ada Cox, Nancy White, Scott Holbrook, Tommy Swigger, Pat, and the rest of our amazing super chatters, Dewey Edwards, Spooky Appalachia, Guitar Chains Craig, Travis Orednick of the Deep End Antique Store down in Beckley, West Virginia. If you're ever driving through that area, make sure and stop. They have some of the coolest stuff ever. Jeffrey Steele, Russ Bailey, Chris Coots, Bigfoot, Littlefoot, Terry Summerfield, Sarah Ramsey, Julie Buck, Finding the Trackway, Donna Ho, Angie Breeden, Jen Clower, Jamie Snell, Ike Fauber, the Fob Daddy. I'm telling you, this dude makes some of the best spoons for fishing ever made.
Spoon
if
Man.
You haven't, you got to get one of those. Ashley Hilt of On Wednesdays, We Talk Weird. And welcome aboard, James Nelson.
Everyone, big hand. James Nelson.
That scroller is long now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all are awesome.
Absolutely. So, well, the topic is moon-eyed people. We'll talk about whatever you guys want. So,
wasn't Moon Pie a James Bond film, Steve?
You know what, Steve? I think it could have been. It should have been.
Danny Buckner. Hey guys, I want my moon pies. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the show tonight, brother. I've been talking to Danny off and on over the last few days. He's a good dude. He's getting into some Bigfoot research.
Oh, good.
And you know, it's fun. He's getting into it really good. As him and his wife also like all kinds of paranormal stuff, so they're a good fit for the show here. And great to have you here in the crowd with everybody.
Asking good questions. I'm taking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. That's what it's all about. Ask those questions.
Julie Bug says raspberry zingers are the best.
Now those are good. So Julie's right on that.
Deuster, you can tell Deuster was one of the guys that used to pack one of those green Stanley lunch boxes, and probably still does, because he says, I love Twinkies, raspberry zingers, and ho-hos.
Yeah. Raspberry zingers are good, though, especially with ice cream.
This show is completely off the rails.
It is off the rails, guys, but that's what happens on the lives. I'm apologizing to anyone who thought they would tune in and see something that was remotely scripted like some lives are. This is not that show. That is tomorrow night. That is tomorrow's actual podcast. We
spare you guys the scripted stuff, and you just get to watch it and enjoy.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun and very, very factual. But this show is just off the rails, insane sometimes. But we have a lot of fun, and that's really what it's all about. If you can't have fun, you can still be serious and have fun, and that's what we do. So there's Jen. Pew, pew, pew,
oh my gosh.
You gotta put
Adam
Jen on.
Good. After sad head Matthew McConaughey smokes his space grass, he sits back in his Lincoln and eats all the moon pies.
I mean,
followed up by Boone Pullwood paying ahead for some of Joe's cooking.
Oh my gosh, dudes! Seriously, just hang on. We got tickets. Wow.
Pat says, "Oh my goodness, what if I walked?"
I don't know, Pat. I don't know,
pandemonium, brother.
We have tried to figure it out. It's just one of those mind blowing kind of nights, and it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's just like
Deuster set us off on a crazy train a little bit ago with moon pies.
I'm just centering myself.
Roller coaster since
going from there, just centering myself. But it's supposed to be about the moon-eyed people. But apparently someone thought it was about the moon pie people. So I don't, you just go with it. It's one of those things. It's live.
Oh, man.
This is why you anything can happen. It's always fun.
Fish Belly, Sky Daddy promotes a decent bourbon. That he does. Jen says, I need some chili, Joe. In due time.
The chili. Le chile. Oh, man. I can taste that yellow slaw already.
Scott! I think Scott just said, get it back on topic, dummies.
Even for moon-eyed people. Okay. Yeah. So does anyone even actually know who the moon-eyed people were? Anyone? I know that Spooky does, because Spooky's been to the actual monument there.
And there was a guy that I was hoping to try to get some info. We got it from him back on the show when we first initially ran it, but I was trying to get him to come in here, and I couldn't get a hold of him. But he was the Cherokee historian.
Oh, that would have been good, yeah.
And but yeah, I wasn't able to get a hold of him.
That happens.
So
yeah.
G3's in the house. What
G3's
moon
back.
of what planet do the moon pod people come from?
Okay. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Well, apparently Chattanooga, Tennessee.
But there's fields of it out there, from what I understand. They just harvest these things apparently under the light of the full moon, and that's what makes them taste so good.
Brandy says, yes, I do. Ashley says, of course I do, but I agree that most people don't.
Okay.
Eyes in the Woods says, no idea about the moon-eyed people.
That's what most people's answer is, Eyes. Exactly. A lot of people don't know.
Moon-eyed people, I've heard the term, but what is it?
Yeah. Well, what it is basically a lost civilization, right, Joe?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Not just lost, but
exterminated. Yeah. Or at least diluted into nothingness.
Yeah.
Wiped out, call it what you will. But, and then there's the people who say, oh, it didn't exist, because those are just, old stories that people made up. Yeah, they don't do that. People don't just
the moon-eyed people the same as the Cherokee little people.
They kind of.
Yeah.
kind of, because they were little, they were kind of chubby, but the weird thing about these guys were they were white, and this is where it gets weird because a lot of people are like, oh well, that's just that's that's just the way of throwing race into it or whatnot. But no, when I say white, I don't mean white. I mean I'm talking white, like
Like ashen white.
yeah, like sickly white, like white. I mean, it didn't look like that probably, but white is what I'm getting at. They were very, very pale, very translucent out. Yeah, almost like an albino.
Yeah.
Then that's kind of what some of the theory is actually, Dewey, that, one of the theories is that it was a tribe of albinos, but it sounds like it's more than that, actually. Luminous white.
Yeah, it was like Lisa said, kind of a luminous white. It was translucent.
Yeah.
Their eyes were much larger.
And they were actually moon shaped. That's where the name comes from, moon-eyed people. They said that their eyes literally they slanted down in each corner and domed up, so they look like a little half moon, sort of.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, light just absolutely drove these guys nuts. So they would only travel at nighttime. Even a full moon was too much for them.
Right. Right. And there are various statues and effigies that were made in the likeness of these moon-eyed people, and they carried quite a bit of it is sort of a mysticism, I think is the best way to put it. They were strange because they were practically nocturnal people. And according to the Cherokee history, they were very real. This is not a folklore thing. Like it's not something that they were seeing and interpreting as something else. These were actually a people. There have been small diminutive dwellings that have been recovered as late as I'm wanting to say 2017, 2018, I think was what we had seen, where there were these
that could be attributed to it.
Yeah, that could be attributed to them because it was in the original homeland of the Cherokee people, and where these moon-eyed people were said to be dwelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the records go back into like 1797. So they're old records. And basically, you've got this guy.
Jen says, a little pudgy, luminous white, sensitivity to light. Oh no, I'm a moon-eyed person.
Ha, ha, ha. So funny you are. But yeah, they were blonde, kind of white haired too. So maybe you are. I don't know. So the sources basically all disagree as to the accuracy of the stories. This is the problem though, because the sources are the academics who won't take into consideration tribal stories. We've talked about this before.
They chalk it all up to folk.
Yeah. And, coincidentally enough, you guys saw the post there that I shared from Giorgio. Basically what he said, pretty much, it's a discredit and a disservice to these people when we say, we don't believe your stories. You couldn't have happened because that doesn't follow the way that we think. So therefore it can't be. And that's kind of what it seems like happened here. But there's actually a lot of evidence that there was, some kind of people here. They were very interesting because there's several sources of it. There's the Cherokee sources.
Yes.
Which incidentally, not much of the Cherokee sources actually followed through after, the removal, shall we say it.
Yep. That's I think the most politically correct way we could put it.
Well, it's called the Trail of Tears. Let's call it for what it really was. And, that's 60,000 people uprooted, thrown out of their homes and shipped off to, government land. By the way, 4,000 of them or more died during that.
Just in transit because of the weather.
But,
and insufficient supplies.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So why would you tell anyone that story? Why would you share your story? You wouldn't. And you'll hear me go on a rant about that tomorrow night. But, the truth is you wouldn't, and they didn't. So what you got is what you got. And that was before the removal and all that. So we have these legends that the elders told, and they basically said that yeah, these guys were here. They were here. They were here before we were here. They built some of the structures that are here. Right?
That was the claim. That
Yeah.
was the claim, that when you ask them this story, it almost goes the similar route as with the mounds and the mound
Yeah.
builders, that
Yeah.
these structures were here when we got here, and we just they're here. And
Yeah.
it was the same kind of thing with the Moon-Eyed people. It was attributed, some of these structures, some of these earthworks that were down in the south were attributed to them. Some of the stone toolware was attributed to them. It was a very, very real kind of people. And it ultimately culminated tragically for the Moon-Eyed people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, the apparently, so the story says that they traded it first with the Cherokee, and then something went wrong. Something went
Yes.
sideways, and then the Cherokee pretty much said they just wiped them out. They annihilated these guys. They pushed them out. That's what they did, and then some other tribes, I think, finished it off. From what I understand, if you depends on which legend or version of the legend you listen to, but basically what it comes down to is there are no more.
Yeah, they were exterminated.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting, Joe, is the mention that these little guys came from underground at times too.
Right. It says that they were
interesting.
underground dwellers. They dwelled in the holes in the mountainsides. And now, mind you, in North Carolina, you're not going to get a whole lot of mountains unless you're up north in northern part of North Carolina. But you have all these foothills, and then you've got these tributaries where creeks are, and there's enough of a hill there to basically burrow into.
Yeah, yeah. Brandy, I would say, honestly, to fit the description of the actual Moon-Eyed people, there hasn't been any.
Not in modern.
Not in modern. No, I don't think so.
No modern sightings, because even, again, like Ron said, depending on which story you're listening to and which one you're hearing, certain people are attributed to being the eliminators of this group of people. Some say that the last of them were wiped out by the Europeans. Some of them claim that the Cherokee wiped them out. Some of them claim that they tried to migrate south and were wiped out by some of the Seminole tribe. It just kind of it depends on who's telling the story, like Ron said.
What's really strange about this story, though, Joe, is the mention of that these may have not have been true natives.
Right.
That they could have been, and I don't know where I feel about this story. I don't know if this is just one of those stories where they're like, well, it couldn't be, what the tribe's saying, obviously. So let's throw our spin onto it and say that there was 14 ships that got lost, and these could be the ragtag fleet, so to speak, that washed up on the shores of Flotsam and Jetsam and then created a colony. And that's kind of what they said, because they think it's a possibility that it's who is it? Some Welsh prince, right?
Yes.
Maddox?
Yes. There was a theory that it could have been Welsh explorers that were
14 ships disappeared.
Yeah, they were shipwrecked. However, I'm going to pose this. Well, I've never, I take, okay, I'm going to restructure what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I've never seen Welsh people that look like this. These are the statues that are in the museum. Okay.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy's seen these.
Jimmy has seen these. That's right.
He's validated it. These are real, guys. These are actually real. It's not a hoax.
They're about 36 inches.
That's interesting. The size is interesting to me.
It's a 3 foot tall effigy, essentially.
Yeah.
And if you look closer, you can see where Ron was mentioning the shape of the eye, how it had that crescent shape, especially on the subject that's going to be on, I think, the left of your screen. If it's
Yeah,
unless you're seeing the exact thing I'm seeing. It might be on the right. It's the one that's looking directly at you.
that's the one looking right at
You
us.
can
That's
see on the farthest to the side
on the
eye
right.
how it has that crescent shape where it's not been eroded out. But those don't look like normal people,
No,
especially Welsh people,
no.
because the Welsh people back in that time would have had beards. The men would have had big, fluffy beards.
Well, according to some of these legends, they had beards.
Yeah, they did, but it
They
wasn't.
were white
They were
beards,
white beards.
and they were only about oh gosh, really short,
Yeah,
like really short, stubbly kind of beards, from what I understand. So
yeah. It wasn't like
not a
this.
Welsh beard. No, it's no. So
So
I don't know what I feel about that part of the story. I don't think I agree with that. I do like the story. I really like the story because, you know, if it's true, then, you know, of course it could be.
Sherry asks, could the ancient works that are above Deepwater in Fayette County been built by these moon-eyed people? I've never heard any stories of them this
Yeah.
far north, even in the Algonquin
Yeah.
tribes. I've not like there are tales of little people,
Hmm.
but the little people are smaller than the moon-eyed people.
They are. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then Ada says, do you think these people are still around hiding underground?
That's a good question. I mean, if they came from underground originally and they were forced back underground, it wouldn't be hard to just stay there, right? And just
Right.
venture out when you had to. And what's really funny about that is if we look back at that, what was the case, the little guy with the spear, remember?
Oh yeah, the one from Indonesia.
Yeah,
The
Indonesia.
and like it's caught on a GoPro.
Yeah,
And it's one of the
yeah,
best. They think it's Homo floresiensis
yes, the
is who they
Hobbit.
suspect that was actually the Hobbit people,
Yeah, the
and
Hobbit
that they're
people.
still alive because there's current
Yeah,
sightings. They have remains.
yeah,
Okay, the
exactly.
anthropologists, no, the fresh remains, like
Oh,
fresh-ish.
they do.
Yeah, the latest thing that came out was like I'm wanting to
Uh,
say about 2 months ago on
I
this, and
haven't
the
seen
anthropologist
this.
that went there was given like a satchel that had the alleged remains. So those are going to be tested. But you know how that stuff goes.
I know exactly how that goes.
But apparently what was said was that this this guy knew how it died and he buried it because, kind of felt bad, but he buried
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and then he went back, dug it up, and gave him some of the remains to be tested.
Hmm.
But there's that video footage is terrifyingly good,
Oh, wow.
and it's not a thing fake about it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, you're talking about the actual footage of the.
yeah, I'm talking about that GoPro
Oh
footage.
gosh, yeah, it's amazing.
It's
That
the
footage is amazing.
most credible footage of something running on 2 legs other than the Patterson Gimlin film.
Yeah,
But this is like honestly, in reality, this blows Patterson Gimlin film out of the water because it's in high def.
it is. Yeah, and the reaction shot,
Yeah,
to the guy. I mean, he he almost wrecks.
yeah,
Well, as you would. A little 3 foot thing with a stick or whatever out there in the
like a
middle
little
of nowhere.
spear. Yeah.
It's like what in the world, But yeah, that's a real thing.
Danny says if they were a nocturnal person that lived in caves, the eyes would be larger for their vision to be better.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
adaptive evolution.
Yeah, so we have to ask, and the color of their skin, right, Danny? So think about that because you would be more pale. When you're no sunlight. So look at the albino cave fish. Look at any of the animals that live in caves. They're more of a whitish color. They're very pale.
Subterranean albino Denisovans.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I mean
possible.
that's essentially, yeah, essentially that's yeah possible. And it sounds weird, but yeah, I mean it could totally happen. Yep, exactly.
So Ashley says this is why she mentioned the Manahune earlier. They were dubbed as folklore, but the facts are the Hawaiians say that they built the structures before they
Structures.
even got there.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. And a lot of people believe that the Manahua were, something else. But that's that's for other theorists, I suppose. But we do go back to those kind of thoughts, because you are dealing with something that was here before these ancient people, and we think these people were so ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very possible that they could be related to the Denisovans and to the
Right.
Homo floresiensis,
Right.
and that these just adapted to live underground because Indonesia was a pocket island.
Yeah.
What's there's there.
Mm.
It's not going to instantly develop a mega predator. Meanwhile, come to the United States, and it's full of teeth and tusks.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
pretty hard to live. Yeah.
yeah, you've got the Smilodon here. You've got the woolly mammoth here. You've got all of these. There was some kind of wolf. I can't remember the name of the wolf, but there was all these predators, massive monstrosities of predators. It's just teeth, tusks, and
Yeah.
So like I would not have wanted to be a diminutive person trying to live amongst these prehistoric animals.
Yeah. You'd be underground. That's where you'd be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like Ashley just said there's a clear, what was it?
A clear trend to these random groups of people,
Yeah,
beings of
absolutely.
life. Scientifically, we just don't acknowledge.
Yeah, exactly. We don't acknowledge it because it doesn't fit, Ashley. The Puckwudgies, yeah, they're a little different too.
Little bit different because they're kind of
smaller.
like little hairy people.
They're a little smaller.
Yeah.
And then you've got the what's the ones down at the Catawba reservation? Oh shoot, I can't think of the name of them. I have to look that up. I can't remember. Hang on a sec.
Boone said he was saying the same thing, like fish in the bottom of Mammoth Cave. Yeah. No, it wasn't the dire wolf. We didn't actually have those this far south. It was a type of wolf though that had like it was about the size of our modern wolf today. It wasn't huge like Smilodon, but they were in large numbers. We still find like they're actually a little bit smaller than our modern wolves, but we still find their remains. Our good buddy Ray had like an almost intact one. Cave dwelling creatures are usually almost translucent, not a bright white. That's true. That's true. D asks, what is a puckwudgie? So if you go up into New England, the puckwudgies were these small, hairy humanoid things that would lure people out into the swamps, specifically the swamps that are very karst. So it's like there's cavernous land underneath. And it would lure these individuals out with either song or lights. And the people would go out and they'd never come back. They'd be gone. Odds are they were eaten. That is what the lore states, is that they would be taken and eaten by these guys. Danny Buckner said Ewok type from Star Wars, kind of. Yeah, it's Puckwudgie. Like you think the Ewok.
Yeah, so was it they had the Nimragar in some places?
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking about the Uasawi, I believe, something like that. I was actually on the down there, and we videoed the area where they were, which is really cool. I never did do anything with that video. It's here somewhere. I have to go through and find that. But yeah, it's really cool. But they're different. These are different.
Yeah.
Those things are really, really, really small. And the ones I'm talking about on the Catawba reservation, they're like little people, like literally little
the
people.
Proportions are like what we have,
people
just shrunk. Think like
right,
the size of like a 5 or 6 year old.
Right, but then the Nimragar, that's different because they're like little troll looking things, right? They have like hairy and just vile, mean little things.
Teresa said the Moon-eyed people look more like the Managishi than Puckwudgie, in her opinion. Yeah, I would agree because they weren't hair covered.
No.
Amber says, who's ready to hit the Appalachian Mountains at night and look for these people or any signs of them? I'm down.
I would advise
Tommy's
caution.
in the house. What's going on, baby?
Tommy. Welcome, Tommy. Tommy, can you hear us? But
Amber says the Puckwudgies I saw were in Delaware near Pocomoke Forest. They look like cousin it.
Little fuzzy things.
Yeah, little hairy
Yeah.
critters.
Yeah. That's the
Pat
typical
says, "Don't
description.
follow the lights."
Nope. I've taught you anything. Do not follow the lights. But none of you listen, so it's on you. You know, that's a disclaimer too for this workshop, by the way. You go chasing lights, you're on your own.
I don't know. You'll probably have me with you.
Probably.
D says they sound adorable. My dumb butt would try to pet it.
Yeah, probably. Oh, look. And then you're gone. But yeah, some of the descriptions of
Jamie's drawn a puck wedgie.
I should say, yeah, you have. Terrifying. I think one of the books was from, let me find it here, 16, the lights are so pretty. Wafer, 1699, A New Voyage and the Description of the Isthmus of America describes a community of albinos that were encountered in the Isthmus of Darien amongst the Kuna Indians. And this is what they have to say of that. There is one complexion so singular amongst the sort of people in this country. I never saw nor heard of any of them in any part of the world. They are white, and there are of them both sexes. They differ from other Indians chiefly in respect of color, though not in that only. Their skins are not of such as white as those of fair people amongst the Europeans, but 'tis rather a milk white, lighter than the color of any European, and much like that of a white horse. For there is the further remarkable in them that their bodies are beset all over, more or less, with a fine short milk white down, which adds to the whiteness of their skin. So they're shiny little fuzzy things, basically. The men would probably, this is weird. The men would probably have white bristles for beards, did they not prevent them by their custom of plucking the young beard from the roots. So they didn't have beards. They didn't have beards, basically. That's just them imposing. Oh, well, obviously they would have beards.
They
if
must
didn't
pluck their face
them out.
because men have beards.
What?
While I do not disagree, some people don't grow beards.
Right.
Like, and that's just a human thing.
Weird. Their eyebrows are milky white also, and so is the hair on their head. Very fine withal, about the length of 6 or 8 inches, and inclining to a curl. What is yet more strange, their eyelids bend and open in an oblong figure, pointing toward the corners and forming an arch or figure of a crescent with the points downward. From hence, and from seeing so clear as they do, in a moonshiny night, we used to call them moon-eyed, for they see not well in the sun, pouring in the clearest of days, their eyes being but weak and running with water, if the sun shines toward them, so that in the daytime they care not to be abroad, unless it be a cloudy, dark day. But notwithstanding their beings thus sluggish and dull and restive in the daytime, yet the moon shiny, I don't know what that means, nights come, they are all life and activity. So basically when it's a moony night or whatever, they go and run about everywhere. I'm not even going to address that. No, sir. Cannot believe you. It's paybacks. I got it. I got you there, buddy. I saw what you did. I got that. That's my fault. I deserve that. Yeah.
So again, we're going to look back at this.
Yeah.
And it's also said that the reason there were no pigments put onto these effigies is to also depict how white their skin was.
Yeah.
Because normally they would run a pigment and smear kind of a, like, to paint them up to look like animal, to match the kind of collar. So these statues are not that way. These were left the way that, you know, they were carved out.
Yeah. It's interesting because he goes on and he says that the copper-colored Indians seem not to respect these so much as those of their own complexion, looking on them as somewhat monstrous.
You know what else is monstrous?
That's good. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not one to. I'm not going to buy the Welsh thing though.
Yeah, no, because
I mean, it's good. It's a good story.
right.
It's a good story. It's a good explanation, but I don't think that that's it. I just don't think that's it.
It doesn't add up because the Welsh would also have some kind of tools with them, like metal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
They wouldn't be using knapped tools.
No.
They would be using traditional metal.
But why I don't go with it is because of, the letter from that they actually got from the Cherokee at the time. Because, when the Cherokees moved in, this is from one of the actual legends. When the Cherokees moved in here to South Appalachian Mountains around 1100 AD, in their myths and legends, history, they say that a race of people were already there. They were short, white, fat, blue-eyed, said Billy Ray Palmer for the Cherokee County Historical Museum. Quote, they would come out at night, so the Cherokee called them the moon-eyed people. And legend has it that they were a race of cave dwellers in the western North Carolina, predating the English and Spanish settlers, who were small in stature, flaxen-haired, and bearded, with skin so fair and blue-eyed so pale they could not tolerate daylight. Yeah, I mean, basically sounds to me like that's a pretty good. Thank me and the Civil War ghosts. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Small
Seth
Town Monsters.
everybody.
We love you guys.
Small Town Monsters.
That's right.
There.
STM is in the house, guys.
STM.
Yes. Thank you, Small Town Monsters. Thank you, guys. It's awesome. Much appreciated.
That is great, guys. So much appreciated of that.
And awesome. While you guys are here listening to this, I know a lot of you guys have already jumped over and you have supported Small Town Monsters with their Kickstarter run.
Yeah.
Jump over there, go ahead and join their Kickstarter, because you're going to get tons of great stuff. You're going to get copies of, depending on what level you go in at, you'll get copies of the DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies, it's tons of stuff, tons of different levels of support that you guys can go give to Small Town Monsters. So go jump on that, because they put out some of the absolute best content that this field has.
They do.
Period.
And one of the projects that they're going to be working on in the future, the very near future, I swear this is going to happen. Yep, that's right. That's right. Revenge of the Civil War Ghost. It's coming. It's coming. That's right. All I can say about that. Anyway, so you're welcome, buddy.
Can we post a link? Yeah, let me go grab that for you all. I'll throw a link up into the comments for you guys for their Kickstarter.
Yep.
So go ahead, Ron. You jump. Talk.
No, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that we've got two narratives here. We've got an ancient legend that says this is what they are, and we've got an explanation, a convenient explanation from Europeans who say, nope, these are Welsh. Okay. I mean, there is legend that there was a Welsh tribe, but is that real? I don't know. I mean, I think that's where we're coming to here. It's just, to me, I have a hard time grappling with this one, because I'm more inclined to go with the native explanation on this one. Just because.
I'm going to have to make Civil War ghosts happen.
Well, I mean, there's a poster and everything. Of course we have to. Come on.
Yeah. Guys, I threw in the link to their Kickstarter. Just copy paste that into your browser, and it'll take you to their Kickstarter, and you can jump in. You can be a supporter. And you're going to get your name and credits of the production work. It's great stuff. Great stuff. And you will not be disappointed with any, like, Small Town Monsters is, I've done a lot of Kickstarters in the past. Okay. Small Town Monsters is the only Kickstarter that I've ever felt that I actually got the value of what I put into it out of it. And that's not just because we're friends with Seth. That's God's honest truth. Like I'm a big action figure collector. My whole collection's back here on the wall. There's a lot of stuff that I've got that I don't feel like what I got in my hand was the quality of what I sent in for. But with Small Town, totally different story.
Yep.
So Donna Ho says the Wallapai people of Arizona have stories of little people too. Mm-hmm. The Wallapai man told me that them and showed me a photo of tiny footprints he took near the skywalk.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been the footprints out there. I've we've seen photos of the little footprints before. They swear they're real. Have I ever actually seen a little person? No, I haven't. At least not a human one. Pretty sure it wasn't human.
Anita says the Welsh failed colony. Yeah, it was real, but it was along the Mississippi and maybe Ohio rivers. The tribes they married into had Welsh words sufficient that colonists were able to use Welsh.
Right. That's the one I was thinking about, Anita, because they said that, they could actually speak to them when they were amazed that they knew the language. So
what is up, Sir Spookfest?
Sir Spookfest. And was that Johnny Five? That looked like Johnny Five. I think it was.
Men in Black says we must protest these donations and absolutely do not engage the like or share buttons. No one else needs to be exposed to this wild primates speculation.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Men in Black, for reminding us.
Go do the thing.
Yeah, go do the thing.
Share with your friends.
Share. Make it one big happy family, because that's what it is. So yeah, according to the the legends, though, like I said, they were driven out. Apparently, these guys kept coming back, and they were harassing the Cherokee, and finally the Cherokee were like, yeah, we've had it, we're done, and they basically broke the peace with the Moon-Eyed people, and they went to war with them. And the Moon-Eyed people and the Cherokee, the Cherokee obviously won the war with the Moon-Eyed people, and they left Tennessee, never to be seen again in Tennessee or the Southeast ever again. And that's officially where it ends. And that's all we know about it.
Sir Spookfest says, I just did a story on the Wizard of Mill Pond in the Bridgewater Triangle, Massachusetts. Very interesting paranormal activity and imps, the devil running the mill, footsteps going into the swamp. There's a lot of weird stuff up there with the diminutive kind of squatty creatures like the Pukwudgie and the all the other stuff, It's very interesting stuff.
Well, and then we have to ask ourselves, oh God, I just did the whole... I did yeah, I did. We have to ask ourselves, God bless. Now I'm starting to talk.
Could it be?
So we do. We have to ask ourselves the question, what is the relation to some of these stories, right? These little people, all this stuff. They're happening in these areas where, we do see this high strangeness factor at times, like, what's brought up. There was even mentions of lights at some point. Fairies, lights, all that stuff, right? So will-o'-the-wisp, Are we just throwing these things together, or is there some kind of relation to that stuff? And if so, it kind of goes in a weird direction.
It really does. And the closer you dive into this stuff and the further you dive into it, the more you start to see a correlation between these phenomena. And is that a good thing?
I don't know. That's why we call it subject A and subject B now, because really that's what it comes down to when it comes down to this stuff. And we may actually start having to create different subjects at this point, by the way.
Did I? Oh. There we go. Brandy said, but there are folk tales in northern West Virginia of Welsh moon-eyed miners.
Huh. So that Welsh tribe could be real, but
Yeah.
it's probably not the moon-eyed people, though, right? Is
Right.
that
Yeah.
what we're kind
It
of
doesn't
getting at?
seem to fit the bill.
So it kind of seems like they heard the legend of those Welsh survivors. Again, 14 ships went somewhere and they never did show up. So the theory is, not theory, but the legend is that they actually landed somewhere along the coast on the East Coast. I think near Alabama, actually, somewhere around somewhere in the South. They moved into that area, and from there they spread.
So we're hitting that hour mark.
We are hitting that hour mark. Boy, it's getting crowded. Look at that.
It is getting crowded over here. Do you want to go ahead?
We're getting there.
They've been waiting, man.
They have been. They're so patient. I'm so proud of them all. I haven't seen anyone throwing sticks or rocks or anything. Well, let me go and see if I can get this to actually work, because we haven't tested this yet, kids. So this is a trial by fire.
What does all this talk of little people have to do with moon pies?
Well, little people like moon pies.
You missed it earlier before Deuster. That'd be the Deuster.
Was Dewey started it? Yeah, it was Dewey started it all. Yeah, because apparently moon-eyed people sounds like moon pie people.
Yeah, so... well, no, he said that's what he saw. He said my vision must be going. I thought it said the moon pie people.
Well, it's just an alternate universe. It was that
Merrily. What's going on?
Merrily, what? Where?
How you doing, Merrily? Good to have you on show with us.
Welcome.
You're just in time.
You are just wow. It's almost like you saw that somehow. I wonder how.
It is always Dewey. It is always Dewey. I agree.
All right. I'm going to try to turn this on.
Let's do it to it, man.
Well, hang on. Don't rush me here. Trust me. It's not going to be good if you rush me. Jeez.
Teresa says, my ancestry DNA shows a huge Welsh percentage on my mom's side. I'm pale. Maybe I'm a moon-eyed person.
Do you like moon pies?
You are short.
Do you like moon pies? That's the question. It's probably part of the thing. You have to like moon pies to be a moon-eyed person.
Ashley's like, do it.
I'm trying to find it. I only worked on this crap till like 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. You know, it's like you'd think I sleep. Oh, geez. Where is it at? I thought it was under resources. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. So this is ready. So here we go. Little disclaimer before we roll the footage. This is how it's going to work. What's going to happen is a little video is going to play. I'm going to set this up for you. Don't do it. Going to play this video. The video is going to give you the information. It'll give you the date. It's give you how much this is. If it's something you want to do, there's going to be a website there at the end. I'll also put that up too. It's obviously, you'll see it. Go there. There's a button at the bottom. Read everything. Read the little legal disclaimer and all that crap, because you have to. And there's a little button that says something like, I don't know, buy now or some crap. Anyway, hit that. And what it's going to do is it's going to send a email, okay? Because we're going to invoice you the payment.
Yes.
And it's going to be
based... We're going to invoice you in the order that your email comes in.
Yes, exactly. So that's how we're going to keep track of everybody. Once we hit 35, it's over. Game is closed.
We did this through our website last year, and it went haywire. So that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it this time.
Yeah, not going to do that again. So if you guys are ready, I want to see you hit the crap out of this like button up there first. No. Likes. You got it. There's 46, almost 50 people here. I better see 46 or 50
I'm going to jump over and see.
There you go. They're doing it.
They're hitting it.
Smacking it. Keep going.
Smack it like it owes you money, guys.
We got 43 people in here. We got to get at least a 40. Come on. You could do this.
Yeah, we're at 34 likes over on the video.
Keep going.
35.
Guys. Keep going. 39. Oh, one more.
One more. Smack it. Make it so.
Make it so. Absolutely. Oh, my. Here we go.
All right, we're there.
Boosh. Ladies and gentlemen, The moment you've
Here
been waiting for.
goes.
Okay.
All right, guys. The link is live. Go to Wild
The
and Weird.
link should be live.
WildandWeirdWV.com and start sending them in.
Go check it and make sure it worked. Make sure I did everything right.
Hold on. People sending me messages.
Oh gosh.
Go sign up now.
Change image. Here's that one.
More investigation agency says, I already smacked it once. Any more would be considered.
I know. Yeah, don't do that. You're good. You're good.
Thank you. Moore's Investigation Agency, LLC. And I see a blank screen.
You do. You
Let's
shouldn't.
I'm gonna test it.
You shouldn't see a blank screen. Hit reload. See if that does anything. I just did another thing. Da-da-da. All right, I'm reloading.
What tab's it under?
Well, you should be able to. Yeah, it's not working. Hang on. You guys be patient. We'll get this. Not updating. Okay, just updated. I'm trying to put it on the main page. That way you guys
gotcha.
It's under the resource tab is where it's at. And I think I just did it. Let's see.
Yes, it is under the resource tab. I got it working.
You got the resource working?
Yeah, it's go to resources and click on BF Workshop. It's under a squirrely header. Just hit BF Workshop and it'll take you to the link you need to go to.
I think
I'm going to throw you guys a link directly into it real quick.
I think I got the first page. Come on, you. What are you?
Here you go, kids. Men in Black says we are winning.
Yeah, I know you are. You actually
there
are.
You go. Copy and paste that link into your browser and it will take you there. Then once you're in, hit the join us button.
That's it. Join us.
And everything else is listed there. Make sure you read everything and hit join us. And remember, you are going to have a goodie bag. It
is working on the main page now.
Special guest that's going to be there. We another special event lined up that we're not telling you about until you get there, and it's going to be a ball.
Yeah, yeah, it's all working.
Investigation.
It's all working now. The main page one works now too. You just click the link at the top. It's good. You're all good to go.
So once the show's over, we will send out invoices. We're going to do it in the order that they came in. And then that way, it's fair because we're running the live show right now. It's gonna be hard to get over there and check it all, but
yeah.
We're gonna let you guys do that, and we're just gonna respond in order.
There we go. I got the page updated. Everything's good to go.
So thank you guys. I'm so confused. Do I just send this? Yes. That just send the email and that'll get you in there, Ashley.
That's all you got to do. It's all you're going to do. Just send the email and it's going to be coming through.
And it's going to be paid through PayPal.
Yeah.
So I'll send you guys an invoice through PayPal.
Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, it is supposed to be an email.
Yes. Yes, it is an email. We are not doing the shop thing because we had a big issue with that the last thing we did, and we're not repeating that mess. So this way we're going to invoice you.
Yep. It's going to be a lot cleaner this way. We had people that weren't getting to get their ticket in
Yep.
because the website was giving them a headache, and it was an issue on the website side. So Marilee says it works.
Reserve my spot. There you go. So it does work. All right, cool. All right. That's what I wanted to make sure.
It's going to be a good time, guys.
So what's going to happen out there? Let's talk about it a little bit. So what's going to happen out there is we're going to go out and if for any of you who have not been to any of our workshops, they're blast. They're fun. They're fun. You learn a lot of stuff. You get to meet a lot of like-minded people. You get to hang out. You get to hear some really cool advice. Steve Ward's going to be there. He's going to be giving some lectures and talks about the area and Mothman and the high strangeness in the area, including UFOs and all the above, right? Because Mothman wasn't just Mothman. There's a lot more going on out there than that. It's a very high strangeness oriented area. So you're going to be hearing stuff like that. Then we're going to talk about some of the equipment. We're going to pull the equipment out. We're going to let you use the equipment, show you how to do that. We're going to investigate some of the area there. We're going to do a little bunker tour. You have a master naturalist over there, for God's sake, who's going to lead you out there and show you some of the flora and fauna. And I'm not kidding. There's some really cool stuff there.
There really is. And so at one point during the day, we will do an actual guided naturalist walk.
Yeah.
Where we'll go over some of the fauna that's there that makes this place special. And then we're going to see some of the other stuff that makes the place special.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to give you some basic proper ways that for data collection. So you're going to learn how to do the data collection the proper way. And then after all that, we're going to have a meal.
It probably will be wild and wired, spooky. There will be several wires there.
There's going to be a lot of wires there. I promise you that.
Yeah.
This will probably be the biggest deployment of equipment in the TNT area ever that I know of anyway. I'm not kidding. There's going to be so much equipment out there, and there's going to be so many experiments that are taking place. There's nothing like it has ever been done, period. We'll not be paying, but we will be watching.
We will be watching, big-brained primates. You were warned.
There you go.
Steve Ward, just his men in black decoys don't even wear proper Homburgs.
So yeah. So we're gonna do that. Now, there's gonna be a special event. There's gonna be a special guest that we can't talk about as well. There's gonna be a special event. Steve Ward's not the special guest. He's one of the special guests, but there's another special guest that you'll get to meet when you're there. After the meal, we're going to have a very, very special top secret thing that we're going to do. It doesn't involve aliens. Just, disclaimer straight up. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be, it's worth the price of admission. Let's just put it that way alone.
Yes.
I think anyway, I think it is. After that, you may participate in the night op. The night op is when we put everything that you learned all day together. And when you go out into the field, we're going to be doing a proper night investigation. We will be doing some paranormal investigation, and we will be doing a UFO watch. Yeah. So not only a watch,
we will have
everything.
Everything. But particularly for the UFO watch, we're going to have at least 3 different night vision setups. We're going to have if everybody that is supposed to be helping us is able to make it. Mind you, there's only one that's in question currently, and it's because there's a possible baby being born. But we will have about 5 or 6 thermal imagers available to be able to scope out various locations in the sky all at once. We're all going to be able to observe these from multiple devices as well. And you'll be able to record your own data with that said. So you'll be able to, wherever whatever thermal is facing, whichever one you're linked to, you will be able to record on your own device. And so if we catch something on one of those thermals,
we all catch something.
it all gets recorded.
Yep.
And it's going to be really, really cool, guys.
It's going to be very cool. So we'll have multiple experiments running. We are going to be running an experiment that I can't even talk about right now. You'll get to see that when you're there. But to suffice it to say, this has never been done. Not here. This has never been done here. And I can't wait to deploy this in the field and actually check it out. Yes, there may actually be some remote viewing involved in this. I don't know yet, but there will be psychic experiments. I promise you that.
So Spooky says, is the meal gluten and lactose free?
Do you
I
want it to
will
be?
send out questionnaires
Yeah.
for food with the invoice. And if you do have a food allergy, you let me
Yes.
know at that point and I'll accommodate you.
Yep.
So if you have a gluten and lactose free diet that you have to follow, you will have a different meal. You'll have something that works within your diet. Julie Buck says that price is great for what you get. It's that price. I wish we could stuff because one, like you guys are what keep that price where it's at.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic here.
We couldn't do that.
Who fund this show, the people who are, I'm going to throw the names up there right now.
Why is Seth not up there?
Huh?
Breedlove's not up there.
Oh yeah, he is.
Where is he?
Keep watching.
Okay.
He's in here. He's so anyway.
He should be right up here.
These people, all of you guys,
small town. There they are.
All of you guys are what keep this workshop stuff that we do in the price range where it's at. Yeah. Because we use this that you guys send in to cover a lot of the expenses for this.
We didn't talk about the gift bag.
Right.
You know, that's going to be fun too, because you're going to get some really cool, you're going to get an exclusive print, first of all.
Yes.
But there's going to be some really cool prizes. And this is funny. We had made an agreement, me and Joe, two days ago. I said, I don't expect them to actually donate anything for this show. So everything that gets donated to the show tonight is going to go into the prizes for the event. And the funny thing is, you paid for the prizes already. We know what they're going to be. You paid for the prizes.
Yep.
And you didn't even know that. So maybe there was a little psychic something going on there. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, you knocked it out of the park. You really did. So definitely.
More Investigation Agency LLC says, hey guys, I clicked the link and join us. And then the Outlook mail thing popped up, which I don't use now. Looks like there was a message already in my inbox to set up to send y'all. Okay, go ahead and just send us the one there and we'll still get it. It'll come through to our email. So just send it to wildandweirdwv@gmail.com and just put in your subject line that it's registration fee.
So far I've got nothing coming through. So I'm kind of worried about that. I don't think it's working.
Go look at the
I'm looking right now.
Gmail.
It's not working. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, hang on, guys.
Is it going to the Wix messages?
I don't know. Let me check. Let me look over here. Hang on. Bear with us. This is a live event. That's why we want to do it live too. That way we can make sure everybody gets the same opportunity. Inbox is showing. No, I've got nothing here. All right, what's going on? Hold up. We might relaunch again. This is awesome. It's not going to the right email. It's not going to. Where's it going?
Yep, it's not going to the message box either.
It's not. Okay, hang on. Everybody gets another try here if you think you didn't make it. Oh boy, hang on with us here. Hang on. I'll tell you when. Don't try right now. Let's go back to the workshop page. All right, here's the workshop page. Yeah, the button's not working right. I can see that. Let's try this.
I'm fixing it. I found out the problem.
What is it? HTTP
the Gmail delinked.
What happened?
send me the current password for the email so I can link everything back up. Just send it to me in text.
Hang on a sec.
And I will get it linked back up and everything will be working once again.
It's weird. You sure that's what it is?
Yep, I'm already working on it.
Okay. Let's see. The new update as of 2023 is what we want, right? Yeah, here it is. I found it.
So, guys, you're watching us work out IT problems in real time, and
Hey,
this issue.
This is what happens all the time that you don't see. So,
yeah, this is the kind of stuff with when you have a
congratulations.
website that has a massive host server, and there's all kinds.
And you would pay extra for this. Trust me, it's really fun to watch. It's like reality TV.
Yep, and you guys get to enjoy it in real time. So sorry about this hiccup.
Lucky
I'm
you.
gonna get it straightened up real quick.
All right, get that a shot. See if that works.
Okay.
I thought it might be the link itself.
No, it's the
because it's going to wildandweird@gmail.com. Shouldn't it be
right? But it unlinked itself. It does this from time to time. That's why I immediately went over and took a look whenever I was hearing what they were saying. I just had a feeling.
I got one. Somebody got through. How did they get through?
Well, that was probably the one that I told to just send the email.
And this is Anita.
Oh, Anita?
Yeah.
Anita, what kind of cheat code did you use?
I don't know. I'm trying to find that out right now. Looks like nope.
It should.
Try that. Box.
Sorry about this delay, guys. This is squirrely, I know.
A little bit. A little bit weird.
It happens from time to time.
Men in Black, man. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's telling me that's the wrong password.
See, it's not the wrong. I know what's going on. Hang on a second. I know what this is. Here, this should do it. What's going on?
How long is the event? The event will go from 11 in the afternoon until we're
11
done.
in the afternoon, 11 in the morning, you mean,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, 11 in the morning, not afternoon. That's kind of
yeah, that's
the dirt.
Yeah. Let's see if that's right. That's
there. I think there is some camping available somewhere near there, but not in the location I'm aware of.
No, it's not. All right, let me do this.
I think there's like a 4-H camp nearby, though.
I'll give me a second here. Just give me a second. See if this works. Goes to that. That's right. Middle communication. That should.
LW said, I sent my email. I'm on board.
Okay.
And
okay, it looks like it's going to work now. Go ahead and give that a shot. Try that.
All right, everybody. So go give that one more go.
Give that a shot. See if it's
Sorry
working
about
for
that
you.
hiccup. Did you get the password or the link restored?
Yep. Looks like it's working.
Okay.
I mean, for now it is.
yeah, it will for the next 120 days. And then we got to reset this again.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
All right, so I'm going in.
Okay. Is it working on your end now?
Nope, it's still taking me to Outlook. Let me refresh it and see what it does.
Why is it taking you to Outlook? That doesn't make any sense. You know what? Here, I'm going to fix this for you real quick. This is stupid. Yeah, it is. It's trying to go to Outlook.
Yep, it's trying to go to Outlook. It's because the internet, not the link, the email's still not linked up. I've still got a red flag over on the dashboard.
All right, that's weird.
So again, sorry about this weird hang up we're having here, guys. That is our fault.
Yep,
we didn't
totally.
test this prior to going live. Oops.
Well, you just kind of figured, email would work. Seems like a simple thing, doesn't it? So let's do this.
What are we doing?
I'm going to put the email address on there. That way they can use whatever they want. Add an element.
Let's see. If you guys want to, just go ahead. Everybody who's here right now, go ahead and send a email to wildandweirdwv@gmail.com. Yep. There's the link, and I'm going to throw it in the comments. This is going to be the temporary, permanent workaround for this one.
Yeah. That's what I just did over here too. So
go ahead, copy paste that into your internet server or your email server and send us a link or send us an email and just put in the subject line registration for workshop. We will get those and I will get back to you as quickly as I can.
Yeah, this is fun.
So anyway,
there you go.
You guys have that fixed there. That is going to be how we shotgun this one right now.
Yep.
So go ahead. Yeah, no, there is a WV in the email.
Wild and Weird.
So wild and weird WV at gmail.com.
Yep. You got it.
So just copy and paste that out of the comment thread above, throw that into your email server of choice, and send us an email saying that is for your registration.
There we go. I now have that on here as well as part of the instructions. So that should do it. Publish that. All right, that's working. Yeah, that's working now, I think. Yes.
You might have multiple emails from me. It appeared to work for me at first. It's okay. We got it straightened out.
They're coming in. Yeah, they're coming in now. Keep them coming. There you go. Just like that. Just like that. And you got you got it up there.
Yes, the reason that is happening is because we've had a disconnect, but because we don't use Wix as an email server for our business page, because we use Wix as our flagship for the website.
It's not the Gmail though.
It has a proprietary email that we could use to them, but we use our Gmail because it predates everything, and occasionally there's hiccups in the communication, and it will try to assign us every 120 days a email through them, but we don't use it. But yeah, we've got let's see.
It's coming through, yeah.
They're starting to trickle through. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. And let's put in your subject how many you're wanting as well. That'll help. That'll definitely help. We've got 13 at this point.
Cool. Yeah. This, I do believe once, because you guys get the initial release. It's just you guys, okay?
14.
At first. Now tomorrow,
Yeah.
we are posting up the link live for anybody and everybody to join. But tonight it is an exclusive for you guys who are listening right now, hanging out with us.
16.
And it is limited space, like Marilee says. It is limited space, and it, just like all of our other workshops, will sell out fast. So if you do want to go, and if you're listening to the show right now, if you do want to go, you can send us an email and we'll communicate back and forth. We can figure things out for you. Okay. Hey, what's going on? How cold is it in West Virginia? It's been pretty warm near DC.
17.
Weeks. It's today was almost 60 degrees. It's
it
really,
was like 60 degrees today. It was nice.
Yeah, it's been really warm. Now our nights have been getting down freezing. Terry McCullough sent it in through sightings, I think.
You can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work because that works on the forum.
Yeah, that runs directly into the message box.
You totally can do that. Yes. I forgot about the sightings tab. Yeah, use the sightings tab.
Ada and I need tickets. We will add you into this and we'll manually send you stuff, Nancy.
Nancy's already in. Right here it is.
Okay.
I think she got 2, right?
Angie says, did you get ours from Tony?
Yes.
Okay.
How many you got there, guys, on Tony's? It just says Tony
Yeah,
Breeden.
Angie, how many people are coming with you?
Just 2? 2, right?
But again, this is May the 18th in the TNT area. It's going to be an absolute ball, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It is the workshops. If you've never been to one of our workshops before, our workshops are a trip. There's always stuff to take home, more than just the goodie bag. There's always something that you're going to be able to add to your research toolkit, some kind of knowledge, some kind of experience that someone else has that you've never had or never even thought about trying to use, but you'll be able to learn those things off each other. It's a group of like-minded people that you're going to have a good time with. It's fun. It's a full day of just fun, and it's great. I love the workshops. And they've always been a ball.
Okay, yeah, it is May 18. I just had somebody ask about that too.
Yes, May 18th.
May 18th. I'm trying to keep up with this. We're at least 20 at this point, I think. I got to go in and see exactly what they say.
So, do you guys have any questions about the workshop that we might be able to answer for you tonight?
Yeah, good time right now, actually. Well, I'm counting, so go ahead.
Andrew says, what are the start and end times? Now, we will include those in the email that you get sent, but we're going to start at 11 a.m. and the end time is our end times are always pretty open. Now, what we're going to do, as usual with the workshops, is we will probably end the formal portion of the workshop around 6 o'clock, have dinner, and then do a fun activity together. And then following that, we will do the night investigation, because in May it will be getting darker a little bit later. And so we're going to have more time. We got to burn some time between 5 and dark to get out there. So we've got something planned for you guys in the interim there. And then we're going to go out and investigate. Now, you are not at all obligated to do the investigation portion. It is just for those who want to go.
Okay, there's that one.
Will there be tentacles in the gift bags? Please be tentacles. There might
I don't
be.
know. I don't know. See, I've got Nancy. I don't see Ada. Did Ada?
Ada, I think Nancy is registering her in Ada.
Okay. Okay. Got that. All right. So let me count then.
That's the way I understood.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 8. That's 20 then. It's this one. 21 is where we're at right now.
Okay.
We're at 21.
It is almost full. What do you want us to bring? How much hiking is involved? It's all flat land.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
But you do want to wear some shoes. Like if you have hiking shoes, wear those just because it can be muddy in some of the areas.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as dressing accordingly, it is all day outdoor event. We're going to bring cover. So like we're going to have a tent with us. We can all gather under. But dress, check the weather. It's going to be May. So like probably going to be t-shirt weather, but bring a lightweight jacket for the nighttime. So yeah.
You know, a really good question was brought up at one point, by the way. Since it is a public area, people can be there, but let's make this clear. The equipment, the workshop, that's all exclusive. So, you know, we can't remove people from the area, but we aren't going to allow a party crasher, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't just jump into the workshop.
No, it's not going to happen. You can't do that. This cost a lot to get going. Thankfully, you guys helped with that and front the charges, and that's why it's happening. So this is your event, and this is for you.
Ashley says, can I bring my divination tools? I usually do on an investigation, but I haven't been on one with such a large group of people. Yes, if you guys have
bring your
own equipment, bring it. The more equipment that we can have on site, the better. So if you have any kind of paranormal investigation equipment, if you have any kind of night operation investigation equipment, feel free to bring it.
EMF meters, optics. You know,
D says bug spray.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be in May.
Bug spray. Yes. Bring your chairs. Bring your chairs. You're going to want to sit sometimes because during the thing is out there, typically with our, like if we do our Bigfoot workshops, we have, you know, shelters.
A picnic area with shelter.
We don't really have that here. So we're going to have to just kind of sit there in some chairs and whatnot. So bring you a folding chair.
It is a bring your own chair kind of event, but you will have snacks and drinks provided there.
Yeah.
So you'll have drinks all day. You'll have snacks to graze on all you want up until we eat. Do eat lunch before you come. Because lunch, we don't provide lunch. We just provide dinner. And yeah, so hopefully it won't be too bad in May, but I'll bring bug spray. I'm hoping, you know, I used to fish up there a lot and I never really had major bug issues until like late June, early July. But it is good to be prepared. And like Pat said, be prepared for all eventualities up to and including an apocalypse. Bingo.
Well, and Mothman.
Yeah, and Mothman. Men in Black says, we will be sending a mole.
Okay. I think
Anita says, can we bring a lunch? Yeah, if you want to bring your own lunch, that's fine. There's also there's several restaurants in around the area there that kind of fast food, Subway, things like that. that are right there near where we're going to be doing the workshop. So if you want to wait and come into Point Pleasant a little bit earlier, hit there. Because our start times, we say 11. Realistically, we're probably not going to start till noon. I just try to start getting everybody there about an hour earlier because we're going to hang out, talk, wait for everybody to get there. Because, regardless of how many directions we give people, there will still be people who have never been out there who will get turned around and have to root around. And we don't want anybody to miss out. Larry Ho says, bringing a fishing rod. Absolutely. You want to bring a fishing rod, do it. Ike will be there, so I know that there will probably be some spoons on hand.
Good old Ike. Absolutely.
Yes, D. D says, can you put me and Lisa down for one each? Not sure if our emails went through. If you sent it to wildandweirdwv@gmail.com through your own email stuff, it should have gone through. We should have got it.
Who is it?
Because the website, D and Lisa.
D and Lisa. Let me check. D. Who's it coming from?
Lisa.
It's come from Lisa. Lisa Beard?
Yes.
Yes.
We got it. Y'all are good.
Yep.
All right, Albert. It says questions regarding.
And she just wants one, right? Or she wants
one for each, D and Lisa.
Okay, I just have Lisa.
Okay.
So
question regarding Bigfoot stories. How do you approach Bigfoot stories on all the channels that exist? Do you believe all? Some? I've driven to a couple areas of reported sightings and had people tell me that that I've been had. That can happen. You have to be very judicious. There's certain criteria that we check before we go and investigate anywhere. But when it comes to specifically Bigfoot, there are there's certain things I want to look for. Does the area have enough forested area around it? Is there enough food that's going to be in that area to support a creature like this? Water, good clean water source. And if all of those are checked off, then we'll normally go take a look. But yeah, there's a lot of stories. A lot of people tell stories. And as investigators, when we're talking to witnesses, there are certain cues that as investigators you pick up on, and when you're being told a tale. And then there's other cues.
And let's be real, sometimes you get that.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. Of the reports that get sent in, I'd say what do you say, about 10 or 15% are actually investigation
material? Well, sometimes they're just dead ends.
Yeah, they could be cold cases. Like if it's a really old cold case, like we're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for sending in that report. We're going to add it to the map. So if you've got, if it's one of those kind of deals, cold case, yeah, that's cool. We'll look in it. And if we see a trend in that area, then yeah, we'll go check it out. We'll check out the area in general, not necessarily that sighting, but just that area in general. But there's certain things when you're getting a report that you look for and to see if it's worthy of going to go ultimately spend your time on.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm of the school of thought that a day out in the woods doing nothing but walking around the woods is better than a day sitting at the house. So, I'm prone to go out and look. But
it's true.
But yeah, you kind of have these tells that you can pick up on. And once you have those down, then it makes the discerning of some of these accounts a little easier.
And sometimes they're just honest mistakes.
Yeah, sometimes they're easy misidentifications.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not that people are intentionally trying to hoax people. Sometimes they really think, well, this has to be what it is,
Julie Bug says hotels in the area. There is the Low Hotel in Point Pleasant, but it's currently closed for health code violations.
I don't know, but I know it's expensive. It's crap.
Oh yeah, it's really expensive. But right across the bridge, there's a Holiday Inn, a Motel 6, a few other things. So there's plenty of lodging on the other side of the river. Just cross the bridge into Gallipolis. You're not going to have any problem finding it there. And during that time of year, there's nothing going on. So you shouldn't get hit with any kind of crazy rates.
Right.
I'm still lots of camping around the TNT area. Hotels are a little bit farther of a drive. The Low Hotel might be appropriate for the event if you want. And that's if it's open. Men in Black says the Wookiees are definitely not using portals to stroll through the forest in your backwater planet before returning to their superior homeworld. Terry says, looking forward to putting faces to the names in the chat. Yeah, see, that's one of the really fun things. You actually get to meet some of the people that you talk to weekly, you know? And for us, it's really cool too, because there's a few of you guys we've never met before. Or if we have met, it was in one of those like, oh, hey, how you doing? High five, because we're at a convention and then we got to go where everything's a rush and it's all blur. And we actually get to spend time and hang out with everybody. And then you get to become part of the family.
As some of you already have.
Yep. Like Boone and Scott and Larry and Ike, Adam Good, and Ashley Hilt, obviously.
Yep.
Like I'm really looking forward to meeting Lisa and Dee. Those are two of the folks in here that I've never met in person. Finding the Trackway, we've been in the same location, and it's been one of those blur kind of things. So it'd be cool to hang out. Teresa, we hang out with Teresa like several times a year. So Teresa's cool.
Yeah, he's just saying you're not special now, Teresa. That's great. That's awesome, Joe.
Then let's see with Terry, but yeah, Terry, I don't know if we've ever met.
Benjamin Moore. Okay, I'm getting ready to do another count. So, man,
and yeah.
Yeah. $25.
Oh, 10, man, we're close.
10 spots left is all we've got. So we've got 10 spots left. So yeah, looks like this is going to be an incredible event. And man, are you guys going to be, you're going to flip when you see what the surprise is. That's all I can tell you. You're going to flip, and it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be like, how did you do this? And we're going to be like, well, you know, it's what we do. All right, that's it.
I'm getting blown up everywhere. People are messaging me about
yeah, I've got messages over here. I know. Yeah, I've got messages
trying to keep
over
up
here.
with it.
We're getting it though. Just bear with us. We're making this happen, guys.
Yeah, finding the Trackway. I'm having the same issue, and that's why people are clearly messaging me on my phone because
what is it?
The chat is acting kind of weird. It's happening on my end too because I have the YouTube side brought up on another screen. And
well, that's because your chat rate is outrageous right now.
Yeah, the chat rate is blowing up, so it's just playing catch up.
Yeah. The chat rate
also
is
Adam
outrageous.
Good's birthday weekend.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be the events on his birthday weekend.
Is it
so we're all going to be singing happy birthday to the
leader. Yeah.
Maybe and then Jen Clower says, a surprise meet and greet with Sasquatch himself. Hey, one of the times that we were there, we actually got walked out. It was a really strange day. We were just going up there to take pictures. It was promotional stuff. And we weren't there to do any kind of investigation. We weren't equipped for it. And
that's weird.
And
I see the delay.
Yeah, we started having some weird stuff happen.
Yeah, and Steve brought up a real good point, guys. There are no bathrooms out there. We talked about this before.
Yes.
And so, yeah, there is a convenience store, a gas station a few miles down 62 that has them though. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's another reason we can't really go out and, stay there all complete day. That's why we have some other ideas and plans in store.
That's why it's going to be about 5 hours doing the workshop, break for dinner. People can run to the bathroom then. And then we're actually going to go do another thing.
Yep.
For a little bit. And then we're going to come back. And it's going to be fun. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah.
How close to the Kenora River campground to where we'll be? Let's see. Steve, you might be the better answer for that one because I don't know exactly where it's at. I can Google Maps it real quick though.
What, the campground?
Yeah. The Kenora River campground.
Oh, I don't know. That one I do not knows.
It's a bit of a haul.
He
Like, I
said
mean, for where,
he
like,
doesn't know.
honestly, when I say a bit of a haul, I'm saying like 8 miles, 9 miles. But, you know, not, you're in a really weird, creepy area. I'll give you that much, though. Like, because I know exactly where it's at. Now I know what campground you're talking about. It's a really cool area. How far to 8 Mile Island? I can camp there. Ashley says, I was going to suggest that. Bring a shiwi. So that way you can stand and pee, ladies, against a tree, just like everyone else. LW says this will be one of the most awesome times of this year. And that's what we're hoping, man.
Yeah,
Rain or shine, we're going to
really
have fun.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, this is going to be a blast. You guys are just going to, I'm so glad that you all got into it, because it's going to be an absolute blast.
I can't wait to make construction paper, yarn, and macaroni Mothman during craft time. I know, it's going to be so fun.
Steve says that there is a hotel called the William Ann with good rates in downtown Gallipolis. It's on 2nd Street. So let me grab that. The William Ann.
Yes.
Let's find that. I bet they're
Men in Black says the surprise is Mothman poop.
Yeah. I bet that their email actually works too. Let's see. The William Ann Motel, Gallipolis. Here it is. I got it. All right. Let's drop this up here for you guys. You can go over there and take a look at that. Comments. Here you go. Pop this up here. I don't know if you can copy and paste that or not. Can they copy and paste that? Does that work like that? I don't know how it works.
You can copy paste it directly into the chat. Yeah, they just have to copy paste it themselves.
Okay, so they can't. So yeah, it's there. You go. The William Ann Motel. You can check it there on Facebook.
Alrighty.
They leave the lights on for you, he said. So there you go.
Yeah, Beth, just shoot us a message and we'll get everything sorted.
What's going on?
It's in Point Pleasant. So, but yeah, if you're just shoot us a message, because the link's acting squirrely, we'll get it worked out with you.
Yeah, we're holding at 10 right now. So we're good for some stragglers. We got straggler room.
Tommy Swigger says, I'll just leave the Porta Johns for you to own, Adam.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And we're really excited for it. This is an event that you guys cobbled together yourselves, and we just made it a reality. It started when Ron was on vacation, and me and Brandon were kicking the rocks here, keeping the live rolling.
I'll give you the truth. I think if I remember correctly, because here's where I can. Yep, I was driving. We were coming back from the beach. I don't know if it was turtle night or not, but we were coming back from the beach, and you guys were talking about, somebody had something about the workshops. We're talking about, I guess you guys were talking about the Bigfoot workshops.
Yeah.
And what the weird stuff that happened out there. And believe me, guys, there's some weird stuff happening out there. There's some links if you haven't seen it yet. It's pretty crazy. But I think it was Ashley who had said something about, jokingly, about do it at the
TNT.
At the TNT area. And Maria looked over at me and she said, why not? I'm like, I don't know. I said, okay. And literally by the time I got back to the hotel, you guys had had
Put it
already
together.
figured out this is it. You're going to
Just had
do
to
it.
line up the dates and get it
Yeah,
all
just had
set.
to. Yeah, and you started throwing funds at it at that point to get it off the
Yep.
ground, and well, it's off the ground. You did it. So this is your event. When we say it's your event, it is your event. You did
It really
this.
is. So Finding the Trackway asks, what is the TNT area? The TNT area is an area in Point Pleasant where TNT was stored, and some of the domes still have TNT in them.
Well, they have something in them. We don't know what.
Yeah. God only knows. They're sealed shut and welded doors, so it's hard to tell.
They were supposed to clean all that up. Yeah,
this is also the location adjacent to where the North Power Plant was. There's Mothman sightings, UFO sightings, all kinds of craziness in the area. And the TNT area has just kind of become a famous location due to the Mothman lore.
Yep, it absolutely has. And, that was the place where people used to go and hang out. There's old ruins out there. It was a top secret area, guys. This is like walking into Area 51, 1,000 years to future or something, I mean, that's kind of what this is like. I say 1,000 years because it's radioactive and you'd probably be all right in 1,000 years, but it's not radioactive at Point Pleasant, just to let you know. Because they actually came in and did a super fun cleanup at one point and scraped I think they scraped all the soil down to like so many inches. It was ridiculous, but it's an incredible area now, and it's safe, and it's just a great place. Like those ponds are beautiful, especially that time of year.
D says it's a 5-hour drive, road trip with my sissy. Talking with Lisa there, you're gonna have an absolute ball.
Yeah, Steve said that there are 100 igloos, and yes, some are accessible. We will be going out to the one that blew up.
Yes,
that's going to be really cool. If you've never been out there, it's really awesome.
And there's a few of them that are open and empty that we can go into.
Yep, we're actually going to be setting up base camp.
Interesting auditory experiences you ever have.
It really is. I will bring my flute, and I'll bring a couple of interesting instruments, just so you can hear what it sounds like inside there, because it's unlike anything you've ever heard. We will be doing some really cool experiments. We'll set up base camp literally in front of one of those domes, and that's gonna be where we do the stuff. It's gonna be fun.
You're gonna have a ball. Bring a flashlight. That's another thing to bring.
Yeah, please bring your flashlight.
On staying for the night investigation. Bring a flashlight.
I'd bring them anyway. That way you can see inside the domes.
Oh yeah.
There's some cool graffiti.
Depending on what the sky is that day, the domes could be rather dark.
Yep.
There's an overcast day.
Yeah, exactly.
Mothman isn't real. Kill was a heavy drinker. You're all wasting your time, primates.
And we might roll over into town and let you see Point if you've never been there, and maybe touch the Mothman's butt.
The shiny honey.
Go touch shiny honey. I think everybody's got to go there and do that at least once.
At least once in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And who would we be if we didn't help facilitate that?
Exactly. So expect a really big group photo in front of the statue. That's what I'm saying. Just expect that to happen.
Boone says it's an 8-hour trip for me. Definitely with the drive, it's going to be a great time.
Absolutely. It's going to be incredible. Have you guys there.
Oh yeah. Everybody absolutely take lots of pictures. Blow it up. Take as many pictures as you want. Take video if you want, whatever you want to do. This isn't one of those like restricted things.
No. Please don't use the night vision, Steve. Steve, turn off your night vision. We don't want to scare them away, Steve.
Yeah. This is you can take as many pictures, as much video, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
We want you to have fun.
Yeah,
we want
absolutely.
you to enjoy it. And it's a good time, these workshops will become something like a family reunion. The more you start coming back to them, if you come back to them, we're not saying you have to, but a lot of people do.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. Steve said, he's also going to be bringing some third generation night vision goggles down too, by the way. So there's
another
cool.
set.
Yeah. So he said, don't forget the bridge memorial. So yeah, we're gonna be also addressing that, and a little bit of history while you're there. You're gonna get to see a little bit of the town's history and whatnot.
It's gonna be nice,
really,
guys.
Really cool.
There's a lot to this one. This is
got another one.
In all honesty, this workshop is far more complex and far more involved than the Bigfoot workshops.
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
This
the
is
Bigfoot workshops, which we're planning on having those this year as well. The Bigfoot workshops, we just go out in the forest and we do everything. We talk about how to do Bigfoot research. We talk about best practices. We talk about sightings in the area we're in. Talk about historic stuff. Answer questions. Teach you guys how to use equipment. Feed everybody. Then
watch
go out for
weird
an
stuff
investigation.
happen that we didn't expect. Things like that.
Yeah, and but there's so much more.
We're now at 26 and holding.
Good deal.
Yeah. So yeah,
Are you
this thing.
counting the two from investigation?
Who's that? You got one?
It is Moore from Ben Moore. He
Ben
had
Moore,
two.
Ben Moore. I got Ben Moore. Yeah.
Okay.
Ben's on here.
You have him for one or two?
I got two.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah, we've got 26 on here right now. And like I said, I figured it would sell out pretty much within a day or two. And I think that's what it's going to do.
Normally that's what they do, about 2 to 3 days, and everything's sold and locked up.
Yep. And it's West Virginia. Nothing weird happens here.
Right.
You're funny. You're funny. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, like I said, and you never know what's going to happen. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the fun thing of it. So, what's the max finding trackway? 35. 35 is all we've opened it up for, because we can wrangle 35 of you and make sure you're all right.
Yes, because we're going to have a few guys helping us, members of the High Strangers Collective that are going to be working with us and helping keeping everything kind of organized and helping control the crowd. Which, the crowd's not going to be massive, but 35 people, it's a lot.
It's a good talking number. That's a good talking number. We found that that's the best number to keep it at, to keep it as a nice little close, intimate group. And you'll learn more that way, honestly. And then don't let the word, learn scare you. They're a lot of fun. Everybody who's been to these things will tell you it's a lot of fun. And you learn by doing, or you learn by, listening to some of the stuff. To give you an example, the last one we did there was last year. That was at the Kanawha State Forest, and we'll be doing that again too. But we had Glenn Adkins come down from the Ohio Squatch Project, the creator of the one and only Squatch Stick, and he's an incredible investigator, and he gave an incredible lecture about this technique that they used to use to draw in Sasquatch, and while they were doing research. And we learned so much that day. And I really have to say, I think that that's why we had so much activity. There was just so much good, positive attitude there, and everybody was, good intention. Anita Allen, I would love to join the collective someday. You have pretty much at this point. And that's ultimately sharing data. You've done that. You've shared data. That's what the collective is. It's just a group that shares data with each other. We've done that.
And we've always, we've not made it a requirement, but generally the folks who come to the workshops, and once you go through the workshop with us, if you're an investigator and you want to be a part of what we're doing, you're part of the team at that point. You come to the workshop and you see how everything goes. You see how we conduct research, and that's the kind of stuff that we expect out of everybody, Like it's the what we're showing you guys how to do it is kind of, you don't have to have all the flashy equipment that we're going to have at this one particularly.
Nope. And we'll talk about that.
But the bare bones, right? The bare bones of how to do your due diligence to conduct research. Once you've gone through that with us, like you're definitely a member of the collective. And Anita, like I've seen your personal work. So
yeah, it's pretty much basically it puts everybody on the same track. And we're not saying, ours is the only way. No, it's not. It's definitely not. What it means is that everybody's collecting data the same way. They all know how to collect data the same way. So that's what we want. And,
but the neat thing is, if you come to the workshop and you join the collective and all that stuff and help us out, you get one of these fancy guys.
Yeah, you'll earn your little sticker there at one point, won't you? And Finding Trackway asked, was Glenn going to be there? No, he was at the last one.
Yes. Now he will
he
be,
may be.
most likely at the next Bigfoot one.
Yeah, that would be nice because Glenn is an incredible
Yeah.
individual, and just so blew my mind with some of the what he said. And then we had that activity, and I'm not making that up. Everybody who was there will tell you it got really weird out there.
It did.
It got really weird out there, and I don't mean that it was just like Bigfoot weird. It was weird. So, you know, if something like that happens here, we're going to catch it. That's why we're taking everything we've got literally at this place.
Pat says, I'm there to cause chaos with Adam, not wearing it. Men in Black says, which one of you will be wearing the red-eyed chicken suit? Probably Ron. He's the one with the red-eyed chicken suit.
No, I don't think there'll be a chicken suit at this one. That's yeah, not this time. This is all professional kind of.
Yes.
You know,
more
serious.
serious.
This is a little more serious. Oh.
Glenn often works with the wife when he's making the squatch sticks. Cool.
It's funny. Mm-mm. Oh, Glenn.
And for those of you guys wondering,
Squatch
this
stick.
is a squatch stick.
That's squatch stick.
And if you come to one of the Bigfoot workshops and you go out and do the night investigation, or go out during the daytime when we do our daytime investigation, because we do 2 for the Bigfoot workshop, and you go out in the forest with me, you get to add your name to this. Everybody who's on this stick, I have actually conducted research with. These aren't just signatures from celebrities or famous people. These are, yeah, you've got Cliff Barrickman on there. That's him wearing with the Bigfoot. But then there's also, let's see. Trying to find one I can read. Yeah, there's Adam Good right there. Because we've been out in the field together. And then there's Brianne Evans, because we've been out in the field together. You know, it's this stick's covered with people that have been out in the field with me. And it's kind of my way to keep a record of folks who I've been out with.
Yeah,
no,
it's really
Pat,
cool.
you haven't signed it yet. We couldn't find a Sharpie that worked at the last one. By the time
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me that a Sharpie wouldn't work. I mean, batteries exploded. So
Adam Good is probably the most famous person on that stick.
Well, everybody, by the way, Adam's still feeling a little under the weather. Y'all send him some positive energy prayers and just some general good vibrations. It'd probably help him a lot. He needs to feel better.
Yeah. Now, Jen, yes, you and Jamie both need to get on there because I didn't have my squatch stick with me in Logan because I didn't plan on doing anything. And it turned into a proper investigation. So no, that's not true, Jamie. That's not true. You guys are going on it the next time I see you and have it with me, which will be at the workshop probably. So yeah, it's going to be a great time, guys.
It's definitely going to be a great time, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to deploy some of this stuff in the field, and I can't wait to let you guys play with it, basically, and get familiar with some of this equipment, because you see a lot of that stuff on TV. You just, it's not what you think. It's a little different. You know,
it doesn't work the way they show you on TV most of the time.
No, it doesn't. So, you know, to be able to deploy it in the field and actually, you know, see what it looks like, it's going to be good. Is the special guest John
Kill's ghost?
It could be. I mean, it could be. We could do that. If John Keel wants to show up, and you know, that would be okay, because we'll definitely catch him. I'm pretty sure with all the equipment we're going to have there. So,
Finding the Trackway says, you know, that's a great idea. I told Glenn that I don't wood knock. I just don't have to, but collecting signatures on one is a great idea. Yeah. See that never gets used for wood knocks. We don't go out and beat on trees unless we're in a really quick and dirty area. I have one that's reserved for knocking around on stuff, but normally we're real passive on our investigation style. When we go in, we try not to disrupt anything. Gil wasn't an expert on anything.
Oh man,
am I one of the Men in Black?
Oh man,
if John Keel doesn't show up, I'm rioting.
Oh my goodness.
Adam, stop being sick. I have willed it so.
There you go. That's all we're saying. Well, intention, everyone. It all works on intent. It really does. I swear, I'm telling you, I think that's why we had so much, positive activity out there. So yeah, if we can get everybody there and everybody's in a positive mindset, it's hard to tell what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be a great time though.
Have to run and put my phone on life support. Talk to you soon. Yeah, we will send out those invoices over the next day or so. And we'll get that sorted with you guys. We want to thank everybody who's been a part of the show, everybody who's joining the workshop. We want to thank you guys, everybody who has dropped fundage tonight, because again, that's going into the workshop. We're going to be using that towards getting
your prizes
made for you guys for the workshop.
Cool stuff.
It's going to be good times.
Yeah, y'all getting some really cool stuff. So here's what I've got on the list so far. I'm going to go ahead and read these out. That way you're on the list. Okay. Anita Allen, Anita, Lisa, Ashley, Teresa, Terry, Deanna, Benjamin, Boone, Jen, Jamie, Tony, Nancy and Ada, James, Finding Trackway, Benjamin, Nikki Bennett. And yeah, some of those are 2 and 3s and whatnot. They're all in here. If you put them in the mail, I've got that on here. So you're good. So we've got you guys. You
had Marilee's. Okay. I'll just let her know we got her factored in.
Let her know she's good to go. She's fine. Yeah, John Keel had a business card that said John Keel, not an expert on anything, by the way. That's Steve wanted to put that up there for you guys. So that's a little bit of trivia.
Boone says if pepperonis aren't there, I'll be upset. You know what?
Pepperoni rolls?
I'm going to make pepperoni rolls for this one.
It'd be nice if you make those pepperoni rolls I've been telling you to make for them.
Yeah. I'm going to give those a shot to make those.
Be cool.
But if they don't pan out, we will have regular.
Yeah. But it would be cool.
That's going to be part of everybody's snackage. D says I'm turning into past my bedtime. LW said I sent my email. Hope I'm on there. LW brother, we got you.
Chicken, I think you're on here. Is LW on? Just one, right?
Yeah, LW, you're just needing one
ticket.
One ticket.
Okay. That's 27. Is that right? Yeah, 27.
I make not pepperoni rolls with stuff on the shelf, and I kind of prefer them.
Oh yeah.
Yes, just one.
Village Pizza also has the Mothman Pizza in a Mothman table. So
they have the Mothman Pizza during the can you just go get that?
I think so. Steve, don't they? They have that anytime, right? Like I can just go down there and get that whenever.
Go get those little ones to bed. Good night, Beth.
But yeah, they do have it, he said. But what's important about that Village Pizza, that used to be Tiny's restaurant. That's where they were that's where they went after they saw the Mothman, the original sighting. They went in there and was freaked out.
Did you see a Hugh man? It's very important that this nice, definitely real, and certainly not a mole person gets into the workshop.
Now let me check that for you. I'll see if there's a
preferably
Hugh man.
At no charge.
Is Hugh man on the list? Hugh man? No.
Yeah, I'm sure something can be arranged.
I'm pretty sure.
Especially if neuralizers are brought. Ashley said, nope, Village Pizza has moved kind of recently and they've got an updated location. I think they're closer to the statue now.
Oh, are they?
I believe so.
I don't know.
It's either them or the ice cream place that moved closer to the statue. Maybe
Huh.
both. I don't know.
Hey, Steve,
Steve, which one is it? We don't
which
live there.
one? Did they move? Oh, no, he's over here talking to me. Find out for you.
Time to go tuck Snail in. Looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to seeing you too, Jen. It's been too long. We miss you guys.
He's also bringing an MIB detector, just to let you guys know.
Sweet. Pat, apparently Mothman burger meat is only available during Lent.
Oh, gosh. What is wrong with you?
Oh, man.
He said, no, they did not move.
Okay, so the pizza place
new
is still
building
there, but
is
I think
next
the Scoop
door.
is who moved.
Yeah, it's the Scoop moved. The new building is next door to the old one. So I think that's what he's trying to say. That makes sense.
Good luck detecting us big-brained primates.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a great event. Just a great
event.
Y'all are
awesome. I can't wait. This is going to be such a ball.
It's going to be a great event. I cannot wait. It's just going to be, it's going to be a good way to really kick off the workshop season, because we plan on having a few of these this year, and they're going to be a little different, each one of them. But we've been wanting to do a paranormal workshop literally since the first workshop.
Yeah. We had started planning it then, and we just couldn't find the right time or place to really get it going. And then there was so much busyness. And we've actually made room in our schedule this year to do more workshops. We've made some decisions on certain things and moved in different directions than what we've been in the past. And we think that this is going to be a way for us to better connect with you guys. You know, this is a way for us to be able to spend time with you, to be more, I guess, guided by what you guys are after and what you guys want to see us do. It gives us more of that connection, and it helps us build a stronger community, you know, and we do everything that we possibly can for these events. And there are some people that were talking earlier. We could charge to the moon prices for this.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to.
We don't have
just
to.
Not going to.
We don't have to. As long as you guys are doing this, we do not have to do that. And we will not do that. So
we will keep it affordable to where you can come and you can not worry about it breaking a bank. And we always give people enough lead time to where if something's going on, we can work with you, you know, and it's always a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you smell aqua velva, apparently the MIBs are around. Steve wanted to let you all know that.
Oh, gotcha. So aqua velva, that's their cologne of choice.
That's what they smell of, yeah. Says, yeah, I'll slim my events down a bit so I can investigate more. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a year of discovery. You have no idea, my friends. You have no idea. And it's just going to be great. Absolutely great. And it's going to be cool getting everybody that we know, from this there. This is what we wanted years ago. We wanted to build a community and help to get a community to actually cooperate. This is it. I mean, that's 35 of us is good. That's a community. That's a great start, you know? And I think it's just going to be a fantastic, fantastic thing. Can't wait. It'll be my first workshop. It's going to be a good one. That is
going to be, you're going to love it.
It's going to be a good one.
You're going to love it. We have so much fun with these workshops, and they're an absolute ball. You know, there's no other way to put it. Like, we have a ton of fun. And we get to hang out with you guys. We get to hang out with the people who support us. We get to give back to you. That's our way of really, like, you know, we entertain you guys with this show. We give you information. We get to get together and do this. But when we're all in person there with the workshop, it's like a different animal, because it's our time to kind of, I don't want to say give back, because it really sounds cliche.
Right.
But like, it's our time to really invest back in what you guys have invested in us, and to show you guys exactly what you've been investing in. You know, it's not one of these things where we're just all of this stuff that comes in that we're just like sitting on it like Scrooge McDuck,
I always like Scrooge McDuck though. It just,
Oh, I did too. I did because he's very altruistic in the end. He's got this like, but in the back end he does the right thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's one of these things where you get to see what you've done. You get to see the fruit of what you've sowed into, and we show you guys, how to use it, how to do the stuff, and
you're gonna learn some cool stuff.
What you're supporting, because we are active investigators. We're looking into this phenomena. We're not just a show. The show is just the delivery source of the information.
Yep.
And you get to see firsthand and be a part of investigating firsthand.
That happened before.
You get to then be included. Whatever is recovered, which I will guarantee you, I'm gonna guarantee it.
Something.
As long as the sky is clear and we do not have a block of clouds,
you'll see
thermal
something.
Blanket of clouds,
you're gonna see something.
You're gonna see stuff in the sky on thermal
that
shouldn't be there, because it's every single night. But you'll be a part of that recording. You'll be a part of that data that gets sent out and given out to the general public, and part of the release of this. You will be included in it. Like if we put it up on YouTube, your name will be part of the credits.
You did that. Yeah, you did that.
So it's really cool, and you guys get to be a part of it, and more than just hanging out, more than just goofing off and having fun. But this is whatever is recovered needs to be turned over to us immediately.
Oh, this is going to be a blast, guys. I mean, you just don't even know.
It's such a fun time, because you guys already know, you're all here. You're in the chat. You're hanging out with us because you're like-minded people, whether you're skeptical or in the believer side of things, and you're more of an experiencer versus skeptical, then you're still going to be, you're hanging out here in the chat.
Yeah.
What kind of community we don't tolerate ugliness. We don't tolerate any kind of like just smack talk. We will smack talk smack talkers. But like, you're going to be together. You're going to be able to just, in a time where like so many people feel alone, as opposed to years past, you're going to be able to spend time with people. You're going to be able to spend time with people that you connect with, that you already have conversations with every week.
Yeah.
And get to just make those connections even stronger.
Well, what's really fun, in my opinion, about this is we're going to have multiple experiencers out there in the TNT area. Okay. We're going to be doing a UFO watch.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anything can happen. So, expect, some interesting experiments.
Pat says, I just want to go to an event where the trees don't throw rocks.
For those who don't know, that happened at the last workshop.
That happened at the Bigfoot workshop. We had some stuff thrown at us. We had trees falling. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing indeed.
We literally smack talk these big brain primates every week. Do we not count? Whether you like it or not, Men in Black. You're part of the team.
Yeah, whether they like it or not, the official mascot is slowly becoming the Men in Black over here. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Angie says we're going to manifest the Mothman.
Oh, hey, yeah, never know. Yeah, never know. And what's really interesting about that is, perception, right? It could be anything. We don't know what's out there.
A UFO watch with thermals. Time to launch some
Chinese paper lanterns. I swear to goodness. So one of the things we're going to do is, before this, is we're going to be looking at thermal signatures, and we might do it during it too. Because remember, we talked about this before. I wanted to get the balloons so we can actually see what they look like. So the Men in Black actually brought up a really good point right there. We are going to do something like that. So yeah, probably not Chinese lanterns, just because, we don't want to set fire to the forest, but we will definitely be doing some experiments like that. That way you guys can see what do balloons look like on thermal.
And we'll record that and then have that on one of the TVs that we bring
Ooh,
up for display.
For sure.
So that way
for
we
sure.
can show you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then try to show you in real time once we've actually done the control
Yeah,
test.
that's the plan. Yeah.
Hype yourselves up. Use this time to get yourself in the mood between now and then. Throw your intentions into this experience, and it will be wild and weird, guaranteed.
What? Couldn't say anything
Ashley,
better.
I'm really excited to actually get to hang out with you and investigate.
I'm excited to get to actually investigate with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw some equipment in her hands and let her go.
Angie's over here speaking Klingon to the
What in the world? Only on this show.
Apparently Angie's now a Man in Black.
Only on this show. I mean, that's all I can say about that.
It'll be something. It's always something.
Yeah.
That's right. Like you're going to have fun, whether anything weird happens or not. You are going to have fun. You're going to laugh your butt off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's Chinese Mandarin.
It's
Gotcha.
close enough. Now, this will be all weather event, just like the last one.
Yes, just like the last one, all weather event. We will have a tent there if we need to huddle under it. We'll have it.
Yep, that should be interesting. But
so
hope for good weather. But it doesn't, it typically doesn't rain all the days. Now, here's the thing: if we do get a rare monsoon or something, it'll be rescheduled. Don't worry, everything will be fine.
And again, if something crazy does happen, like we'll notify everybody a few days ahead of time, so that way you can do anything you need to do with your reservations for your hotel, or camping arrangements, whatever. And then we will also do what we did this time, where we tried to schedule it around everything and the people who are available.
We tried our best to reach out and get everybody on the same square and make sure we weren't overlapping. And man, you try to do that with up to a dozen
with the kind
people.
of crowd we got and with the events and stuff.
Hard.
Yeah, it's
hard, but we did it. So
it was a hoop jumping event.
Yeah, but that's the day, and man, it's going to be.
So how are we looking in the chat? What's our chat log up to?
Oh, I haven't even checked it. I've been too much reading email. Let me check here for us. Reloading. Oops, hang on a second. I did something wrong. Imagine that. That seems to be the thing tonight. Well, we picked up some new people. We're almost sitting at 1,700 subscribers now. Wow. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Moving up for us. Let's see. Where's the live? There it is. Analytics. Oh my God. 983.
Nice.
Yeah, 983. You guys have blowed up the chat algorithms tonight. There's no question about that.
Thank you all. Remember, once this video goes live over on the other side of YouTube, go comment and leave a like on that video as well. Just, it helps.
Oh, it absolutely does. And I know they have been doing this, Joe. We've been getting some really good playbacks over there, some good indications. There's Ike.
Yes.
He said, here's one more. But yeah, so it definitely helps. And I know people were saying, well, they're just now getting notifications over on Facebook and whatnot. That's normal because we're trending up. It's a great thing. But when we trend up, they start showing it to people and they think, oh, it's just, another video. It's not just another video. It's obviously, the show, but, to the machines and algorithms, it's just another video. So you're going to see things like that. So it's okay. It's a good thing. That's why I say, hit your notification, bell while you're here in YouTube land. That way it will notify you when we go live.
Yep.
And we can go live at any time. We're kind of like that. We could do that. We could do that mobile or what have you. And you never know what you might miss. And there's gonna be some really cool stuff coming up this year, and I cannot wait to get some of that stuff out there for you guys. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast.
It'll be a blast.
Absolute blast.
Well, do you want to start winding her down?
I am going to check this one more time, make sure we have. Okay, so as of current right now, we are sitting at 27 requests. So that's where we're at right now. Those mails will go out within the next 24 hours.
Yep.
And everybody should be set at that point. So what happens there? You've got, after we send out the invoices, you've got 24 hours to respond to those invoices. Okay, guys, that's what we're doing. That way, everybody who's on a waiting list at some point can get in. Right now, you're okay. It's perfectly fine. So don't worry. You're going to be. Chances are, if you're on there, you're on there. You're in there. You're not going to worry about it.
Ada, good night. We will see you next Thursday.
Many, many thank yous. We'll come back with a new topic, probably some other confection that we'll talk about. Maybe cookies next week. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be cookies. Could be
Just
cookies.
What it looks like when you squint at the screen.
Right. It could be cookies. Right. There's a cookie
guys,
tribe.
Finding the trackway, we will send you all that information. It will be through PayPal, but we will send you all that information.
As of right now, no, there's not a waiting list. No. Nope. So let's try to keep it that way. How do you PayPal? How do you pay PayPal?
I told him already.
Oh yeah, a link will come. Click on that.
It'll have it all set,
just like that. It'll be easy. We'll have it all set up for you.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us again on another fantastic edition of Wild and Weird Radio Live. Again, sorry for that hiccup we had with the website. We're going to get that fixed anytime in the future. We try to do one of those again. We'll do a workup before we launch it. But you guys were awesome. It worked out either way. You jumped over. We got everybody that wanted to come registered for tonight, and it's going to go live tomorrow for the general public. Now, if you guys want to continue supporting Wild and Weird Radio, guess what? Just show up, tell your friends, tell your family, post it over on your Facebook or other social media, the links to the show, the link to the YouTube. Tell people that you know who are interested in this other strange phenomena like yourselves that they should come check it out because they're going to have a good time. Also, if you would like to, randomly just share it out on some of these large group pages, we wouldn't be upset about that.
Nope, sure wouldn't. No, go ahead and do that.
That always helps out us because when we're out there just self-promoting, it just kind of feels weird.
Yeah, it's organic when you guys do it. We're sitting at 996 total chats right now. Why don't you guys just keep on talking there a little bit? Let's see if we can break that 1,000 ceiling. Let's get that 1,000 ceiling. That'll be fun.
Throw in some comments in there, everybody.
Adam, you know what to do. Go ahead.
Ashley Hilt says sharing is free. That is one of the best ways you guys can help us out.
Yep.
It's completely free on your end, but when we're promoting our own content on social media knows that. They know that we're the ones that run the show, so they throttle those shares. They bury us.
Yep.
So it doesn't work as well as when you guys do it. It really makes a huge difference when you guys share it yourselves. It's just so much. The reach is so much larger.
Oh, we proved it this week. That's what happened over there with the with the notification. That's why that happened.
So you guys help us out there. We'd greatly appreciate it. Then check out tomorrow's show.
Oh, tomorrow's show goes up at
by the way 8 p.m. on Friday, right? The live premiere for the new show tomorrow on North American pyramids
and mounds.
Mm-hmm. So go check that out. Watch that video. I'm going to try to be in the chat. I don't always get a chance to make it on Friday, but I know Ron will be there for the most part. And I'm pretty sure we've cracked that ceiling wide open on the chat level at this point.
Let me see where we're at. I think it's still updating. Yeah, it's still updating. I think you broke it. Yeah. So
probably
it's not showing me anything live at this point. So you're
so in honor. Oh, you guys are a trip.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Well,
Thank you
all
guys.
you wild and weirdos and weirdettes, you've once again broke some records. And wow, we're making history on this one. This is a history one, guys. This is really history. You're making history. I'm not kidding. This is the first time, like I said, we've ever seen anything like this thrown at that area, and we're going to do it. We're going to throw every piece of tech that we have at our disposal at that area.
There have been investigations that have been on television that are going to be paled in comparison to what we're going to be doing during the workshop. And I'm telling you, it's going to be,
I don't know. I think
trip.
the Skinwalker Ranch might come close.
Skinwalker Ranch might come close. So guys, thank you for hanging out with us. You're all awesome. Again, amazing shout out, massive shout out to everybody whose names are scrolling below. All of your help, all of your support is what makes all of this possible week in, week out, and keeping it free for everybody for eons and eons to come. So remember, May 18th, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. You will be wild and weird. Or else. Stay wild and weird, everybody.
Or else
Catch you
what?
tomorrow.
Or else what? That's dumb. What's wrong with you? Are you going to end a great show?
I think the Men in Black are the or else.
Got ya. That makes more sense. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Or else.
See?
Yeah. See? All data will be confiscated. Okay. That's it. Okay. Yep. You're right, Joe. It was dumb of me to even.
Good night, everybody. Stay wild and weird.
Bye, guys. Is that the outro clip? There it is.